Good morning, afternoon, I'm Matt Walker. Here's your latest sporting news. In football, there could be a new Dutch face at St Mary's this week. Southampton remain in talks with Spartak Moscow over a deal for winger Quincy Promes. The Russian club are thought to be demanding close to £30 million for Promes, who has scored 58 goals in 115 games for Spartak, as well as 4 goals from 23 appearances for the Netherlands. Saints, who have scored just 24 league goals this season, desperately need some firepower if they are to stay in the Premier League. There are talks of a new manager being appointed at Southampton. Mauricio Pellegrino's future is in doubt, with Saints currently placed in the bottom 3 of the Premier League. The former Watford manager, Marco Silva, is rumoured to be lined up to replace the Argentine. Saints face a crucial league match against Brighton at St Mary's tomorrow night, where a win would bring them out of the relegation zone. In transfer news, our reporter Liam McDonald has given us an update on the biggest stories in this month's transfer window.
Arsenal have agreed a £60 million transfer for Borussia Dortmund's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. However, the move relies on transfers elsewhere to be completed. Dortmund want a replacement lined up before Aubameyang leaves and are looking to sign Chelsea's Michy Batshuayi on loan. However, Chelsea are in the hunt for a target man. The Blues want 31-year-old Olivier Giroud from Arsenal. The Gunners are thought to be asking £20 million for the Frenchman. With 1 day to go in the transfer window, the situation is expected to accelerate.
Meanwhile, in football, fans are celebrating the life of Cyril Regis, whose funeral took place earlier today. Regis is widely credited with inspiring a generation of black players, particularly in the 1980s. Regis's funeral cortege left his old club stadium, the Hawthorns, at 8:30 this morning, ahead of a celebration event at the ground at 10:45. West Bromwich Albion fans have shared their memories of Regis.
Paved the way for a lot of players, black players now, and he was an inspiration.
He took it out on the ball. He says, okay, if you're going to hate me for my colour, you're going to love me for my goals.
Nothing put him off, really hard working, put up with all the abuse that many people threw at him, and what a gentleman.
There are some interesting matches in the Premier League tonight. Arsenal travel to Swansea, while Liverpool face a potentially tricky encounter away at Huddersfield. In the other match, there is a mid-table clash between West Ham and Crystal Palace at the London Stadium. There are 7 matches in the Premier League tomorrow night. In tennis, Roger Federer has won his 6th Australian Open title, becoming the first man to win 20 Grand Slam titles. Following his record win, Federer is now being talked about as one of the greatest sportsmen ever. The men's world number 2 has revealed how he continues to be so successful.
I need to be very careful in my planning and really decide beforehand what are my goals, what are my priorities, and I think that's what's going to dictate how successful I will be.
Roger Federer's winning ways has led some to believe that he is the greatest sportsman ever. The people of Southampton have had their say on if Federer is the greatest, or if others have been more successful.
Yeah, he's probably up there. I mean, not many people have won 20 Grand Slams, so he's got to be right up there with the best.
Well, I suppose he's got some sort of chance, hasn't he, really, winning 20 titles?
Oh, definitely. By far and away, he's blown anyone out of the tennis waters. What more can you say about him? The man's a legend in his own right.
He's got to be right up there with the best.
As much as tennis is a fantastic sport and the players are really fit, I think you've got to go back to some of the athletes like a Daley Thompson of this world.
Leo Messi, can't really 5 Ballon d'Ors, loads of trophies.
Usain Bolt, he's another one. Little Mo Farah, he's another one. And I expect Joshua will be there one day, so yeah.
I think Michael van Gerwen's got a good chance. Ronnie O'Sullivan's already up there in the snooker.
Usain Bolt's probably the best athlete in the world I've ever seen.
And in rugby, the Six Nations look to begin on Saturday, with England looking to win their 3rd successive title, something that hasn't been achieved before. The competing nations head into the tournament with a total of 57 injuries, the highest ever recorded in the tournament. England face Italy on Sunday, taking a squad that has been hit with 14 injuries, with players such as Bini Vunipola and Elliot Daly missing out. England forward Mauro Itoje is unsure on whether he'll be fit to feature in the opening match against Italy. He has returned to training after breaking his jaw in December, but despite his desire to play, he remains focused on helping the team prepare.
2 things I'm focusing on. The first thing is getting my body right to be able to participate. The second thing is I'm helping the team best prepare to play Italy.
In cricket, Yorkshire have made a new overseas signing. India batsman Cheteshwar Pujara joins for the upcoming season and is expected to bat at number 3 for the White Rose. Pujara, ranked the 6th best Test batsman in the world, previously helped Yorkshire win the county championship title in 2015. Elsewhere in cricket, the Under-19 Cricket World Cup final fixture is set. India and Australia, the two favourites before the tournament began, will face off in the final on Sunday. India thrashed Pakistan by 203 runs in the semi-final, while Australia qualified for the final by beating Afghanistan by 6 wickets. That's all for us for now. We'll be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk, or head to our Twitter handle, which is @SolentSportNews.